In this chapter, we want to make your dining out experiences really enjoyable. So here's a list of all the important do's and don'ts. Ask for a doggy bag or take-home box before the meal arrives and put half of your food away before you start to eat. That way you can be assured that you won't overeat.
Another good tip is to substitute a small appetizer plate for an entree.
That works really well. I like that one. Avoid going to restaurants with buffets. Although they are quite enjoyable, I have to admit, with all the choices and the amount of food available for you to eat, the temptation can be overwhelming. And in most cases, they are.
I would always say just go once. Visit the buffet once and no more
luck.
than that. Well, there's a tip. Another good tip is, if you can, perhaps ask for a lunch-size portion even at dinner time. Again, as Alan said, don't be afraid to ask.
Order your sauces and dressings on the side and lightly dip your meats inside each of the sauces and dressings. That way you'll have a lot less.
Absolutely. Another tip that I always tell my clients, eat slowly and chew your food well. Putting your fork down between bites helps you from overeating and of course lets you savor your food, because remember, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for your brain and your stomach to register that you're full.
Don't be afraid to bring your own low-calorie, low-fat, and low-sugar dressings, ketchup, or other items to the restaurant with you, so you can make your dining experience that much more controllable. When I go out to eat, I always bring Walden Farms. This is one of my favorite products. No carbs, no fat, no sugar, no cholesterol, no calories. Mwah! And I can have blue cheese.
Another good point, Alan, is share a main entree with somebody. Split an entree.
Now, they may charge you a little bit extra for that, but it's well worth it. One thing I like to do before I eat out, so I won't eat too much, is drink 1 or 2 glasses of water before the meal, as well as throughout my meal. The water really fills you up pretty quickly and reduces the tendency for you to overeat.
If at all possible, limit the times you dine out to 3 or fewer times a week, just because we were talking about restaurants and their large portions. And perhaps try ordering a salad and having that before your main entree, so that will fill you up a little bit too.
Here's a very important point. If a dish you order does not match the description on the menu, don't be afraid to send the dish back. Many times the menu says one thing, but out comes something different. Send it back, send it back, send it back.
That's a really good point, Alan. A point I'd really like to make that's very close to my heart is never add salt to a dish before you first taste the food.
I hate when people do that.
So many people do though. First of all, taste your food. If the dish needs a little salt, put a small amount in the palm of your hand and then sprinkle it lightly on your food. Don't douse your food in salt. We all eat way too much salt.
That's true. Because alcohol is high in calories and also acts as an appetite stimulant, try to avoid it if you can. If you wish to have a drink, always have the alcoholic drink with your meal because it slows down the absorption of the alcohol.
That's very true, Alan, and just as an FYI, current research suggests that men should have no more than 2 drinks per day and ladies no more than 1, just for good health.
Now, a serving is 5 ounces of wine, 12 ounces of beer, or 1.5 ounces of hard liquor. These are equal to 2 fat exchanges, or check your carb counting book for specific brands because they're all really different.
However, dry wines, light beers and hard liquors such as bourbon, gin, rum, scotch, vodka, whiskey or brandy, they contain the least amount of carbohydrates. Always choose a diet mixer when you drink hard liquor to avoid extra carbohydrates and of course calories.
Never, ever, ever drink on an empty stomach for many reasons, but the important one is that this may cause a low blood sugar or make it difficult for you to realize you are having a low blood sugar.
Also, please check with your physician or pharmacist about any medications that you take that may interact with alcohol, because quite a few of them do.